I'm doing absolutely wonderful, thanks. It's nice to be here in Montreal. We're looking forward to the show this evening.
Yeah, cool, perfect. So tell me, how's the tour been going so far? And how are you approaching this live show? 'Cause, like, you have an album coming up soon, and you have a lot of old material to pick from. So how do you choose the set?
Well, we've just spent 6 weeks in Europe. I think we played to about 600,000 people. We've done a lot of festivals, a lot of arenas. So it's probably one of the biggest audiences we've played to for many years, and it was hugely successful. And basically, the set we're kind of doing like a best of really, and we're taking songs from pretty much every Iron Maiden era. And plus we're throwing a new song in as well called Wildest Dreams, which is from the new album.
It's a new single, yeah.
That's right, yeah. And basically we brought the same show over to Canada and stuff, and back in the US, North America. So we're basically, this is kind of best of, let's go out, have fun. It's a beautiful summer, let's go out and enjoy ourselves. And so the reaction from the fans has been tremendous. It's been, because all the songs are instantly recognisable. So as soon as we start, there's no let up for for the set, and it's been absolutely tremendous. So we're looking forward to tonight, and thanks to all the fans that have come and see Maiden throughout the years, and especially on this tour.
Cool. So tell me about the new record, Dance of Death. I mean, it's the second record you're doing with this lineup. How was recording the record, and can you tell me how you approached going into this?
Yeah, we recorded with Kevin Shirley. He produced this album again. We recorded it in London, and a place called Psalm Studios, which historically, it's there's been some of our biggest influence have actually recorded there. Like Zeppelin recorded Stairway to Heaven there. Hendrix used to live there. Bob Marley used to live there. I mean, this studio had a great atmosphere. So leading up to that, though, we spent about 6 weeks collaborating, putting all the material together. And then we went into rehearsal studio, and then after we done it just before Christmas, and then early January we went into the studio and basically spent a day recording per track. And so we spent a lot of time just working on basically recording a live situation, and then we basically once all the rhythms were down, we start finishing off putting solos in, harmony guitars, more rhythm guitars, acoustics. So basically we took each track at a time and completely finished the song, then we'd move on to the next one. And it was a lot of fun doing it. Also it's been mixed 5.1 surround sound, so it should be a whole new listening experience for Maiden fans, and because basically it's like you'll be sitting in the studio, and that's the kind of effect we wanted to have. So the instruments will be coming at you from every angle. So that was so it's like, and this album as well. It's a very very heavy album, very epic, a lot of epic tracks on there. Yeah, there's a lot of songs a little more subtle, moody. And basically, it's everything that Maiden have been leading up to. This is the album we've been working towards all the years, and we feel it's a full-on rock Maiden album.
Yeah, well, I mean, we got to listen to a bit of it, and let me tell you, I mean, from the first listen, it's already cool, man. It's really rocking, man. So, can you tell me why Wildest Dream was the choice for the first single?
Well, it was probably the most obvious one. I mean, it's a straight-ahead rocker. The chorus is instantly recognisable, big chorus, and it's a kind of a sing-along track, and basically, it kicks off, and it takes you, the 3.5 minutes. It's just really easy to listen to, straight ahead. And then there's some other songs on the album that are more complex, more time changes, and there's a lot more stuff going in the song. So, but this singles tend to be straight ahead, non-complicated, easy to listen to, big choruses. So this one, it was the most obvious first single, and it starts off the album as well. And there's a video that's just been put together for that, which will come out. I think the single's out in September. So the video that goes with that is a very fun kind of animated thing, something a little bit different. That we haven't done this type of video before. In fact, we're not in it, which is good. And it looks great. It's very it's almost kind of got like a Tim Burton kind of feel to it, that kind of dark, moody, kind of animated sort of vibe to it. And it's very good to watch. And it really, with that and with the song, there's a really good balance. They really weave together very well, Yeah.
Cool. So I mean, after playing guitar for so long, and after being in the group for that much of a long time, how do you approach your guitar playing and your songwriting? I mean, has it evolved? I mean, it obviously has evolved, but do you approach it differently, or always just go there and play from what comes out of the heart?
Yeah, well, it depends. Some albums we've just gone in and played it like solos. You know, some are off the top of your head, and some you work out because because sometimes you can like start repeating yourself. On this particular album, it was a case where there was a couple of things worked out, but you go in there, you do maybe 3 or 4 solos that, over this particular passage, and then like Kevin Shirley would kind of take a bit here, take a bit there, and turn it into something else, which is good because then it brings out the very best of what you can add to that part of the song. But yeah, I think personally it's probably become maybe a little bit more polished, a little bit smoother. I think probably more melodic, probably not as crazy as it used to be. But I think as you get a little bit older, you tend to want to stand back a little bit and observe. Pardon?
Like simplifying?
Well, it's probably technically. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on in there, but I think sometimes you want to be more melodic. Sometimes less is more.
Yeah,
and stuff. It's that kind of approach to it, So there's going to be some stuff that's probably very simple and easy, and there's going to be stuff that's going to be like a bit more technical. Okay. But I think ultimately it's got to, we try to capture the feel first. That's what we try to go for, and especially with this band. I mean, we're a heavy rock band, but then we tend to have lots of melodies running over the top of everything. So that's how we kind of approach it. We still want it to be musical, but then it can be as heavy as thunder, but it can still have music, musical parts on the top of it.
Yeah, cool. So, I mean, to me, Iron Maiden is one of the most creative bands there have been. I mean, you have that trademark sound, and I mean, it's obviously something very creative. So, with that being said, what does creativity mean for you, and what do you think is the state of it right now?
Well, I think everything we've done we've done together as a band, everyone has a chance to express themselves. We're all able to go in there, and you come out after making an album or doing a show, you feel totally satisfied. And it's 2 different approaches. Studio, you've got to be more focused, and then with the live thing, it's kind of being driven, going on stage and going for it. And but I think ultimately we'll feel very satisfied as a band, and that transcends as well, pops into the artwork as well. There's a lot, the graphic designs on the album covers, the stuff putting the lyrics in, the photos, even the stuff like now for the internet. If you go to the Iron Maiden website, there's a lot of information about the band, what we're doing, where we're going, and also I think they've actually put out the artwork already for the next album is on the internet, Yeah. So it's a case where we embrace all the modern technology, and then also, but at the end of the day, we're an old-fashioned rock and roll band, But as I say, we collectively and individually were able to really express ourselves as musicians and as human beings,
Cool. So, I mean, you got a new album just about to be released, and what's ahead for the group from there?
Well, that's coming out in September. We're touring right up till for another 6 weeks or so, and then we're going to stop, have a month off, and then we'll get back together and start rehearsing for the next tour, which would be the Dance of Death tour. And basically that whole tour will be focused on the new album, and it'll be a whole new production, new stage set, but it'll ultimately be focused on Dance of Death, and then there'll be some of the older songs in there as well. So basically we're just flipping, this is the reverse of what we're doing right now, this is the old set, old songs, Eddie's and everything, and then September, October will be the whole new approach. And so that's good. So we'll be coming back to a lot of the places we've been to before, revisiting some of the countries and stuff, and because historically, we've basically recorded an album and toured that specific album for 9 months. Yeah. Whereas this time it's going to be once we finish this tour, it'll be like a 4-month tour for Dance of Death. So basically the fans that have seen us on this tour, you know, they get a chance to come back and see us again. But it's it'll be a whole new approach, a whole new kettle of fish, you know, whole new ballpark. Yeah.
Well, Dave, thank you very much for your time, and we'll definitely be there to see you when you come back when they announce it. All right, thank you. Have a good show. Bye.